The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Gunning, 319.
Let's go. Double time. Everyone go forward out.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
258.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Switch to the 50. Bristol, Travis.
Check. Shit. Watch the shit.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Q, hey, 4-2, Q. Black, come on.
Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Here we go. Let's find 7. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Brought down by Nate Gary.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. They find some open field here. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers going deep for Diggs. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Charlie.
Rodgers now to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Meredith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Tighten down. There you go.
On 1st down, here's Love. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Check 31.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Check 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Check. Motion out of backfield.
Let's go. Great.
On play action, it's Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Wentz now on 1st down. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C.
The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Sunday.
56 is the mic.
Hey, kill. Blue draw Corkers. Here.
Boys, 56. Check, 56. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's
Go.
Hey, let's get there.
Wentz. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Olabisi Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's Rodgers. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Rodgers now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 38, Rodgers has got it to Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Love. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by a... Maddox.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't get stopped.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Great 15, great 15.
Mike 35, Mike
5.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Gain of 29 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Next to score, Eagles 38, Redskins nothing.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
90 Wolf.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, Zoo.
50. Mike's 50.
You ain't doing nothing.
To throw on 3rd down. Cole completes this one to Meredith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
They'll run on 1st down. Love. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cole. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner?
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, Echo. Go.
Looking to throw. Cole. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Ready? Lefty, lefty. Check 9, check 9. 61, matchbox, lights. Check 26. Great.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost try to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Cole. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Sanders. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 3, check.
Sunday.
Check, crunch, crunch.
The quick slant caught. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there that time, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us too?
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Hopkins with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down. Cole. Allen's got it complete. And he's brought down. And he'll be out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the one on second, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Play action. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on first down. Love. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Allen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cole, Allen here on the screen. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Break. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Hey, Alpha.
Operating from the gun. Cole. It's complete to Diggs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, high 7. Shoot.
On 4th down, Cole. And Diggs has it. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back to throw. Cole caught by the tight end Ertz. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Go on. Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Cole. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Tighten up.
Hey, lock it. Let go.
Looking to throw. Cole. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check your hot read.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Kill. Hey, Charlie. 5.
On 4th down, Cole. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.